Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising, welcome to your November eclipse reading. What a great time for you guys, isn't it? There's so much happening here. There are so many changes, meaningful and very purposeful, deep set changes taking place in your sign and also your opposite sign. There are people, new people and connections you're making. There are parts of yourself that you're releasing. There's a lot going on, the shedding of the old skin. It's literally the whole Phoenix year, honestly, right? So we had a Scorpio eclipse on the 25th of October, and this eclipse has taken place in Taurus on the 8th of November. These are going to provide like the opposing sides of the seesaw to help you balance your life in terms of yourself and other people. How much do you trust others? How much do you trust yourself? What parts of yourself need some re-examination and release? And what can we acquire from other people? What type of connections are we looking for? And so on. Okay, so there's quite a bit going on. So welcome to Ethernal Realms. Let's get to it. Okay, so first card we have is the Hermit. Okay, this is, oh, by the way, we got a lot of cards for you, so I'm really curious what's taking place. I know it's a huge deal, but I'm really curious in what way. So we have the Hermit, which talks about that inner sage, inner knowing, looking at your own spirit to find your own way. You're not relying on other people and you don't care if there are many unknowns. You just have a lot of confidence in yourself and your capacity to forge a path forward, to have an understanding and an awareness of where you are, where you're going, what you're wanting, and so on and so forth. The Hermit is a lonesome energy for sure, so you're spending some time meditating, introspecting, you're questioning many things, and you're re-examining kind of parts of yourself that are not this bright or not this light, okay, where you're tainting yourself. I feel like, where are you keeping yourself prisoner? That's what I'm hearing. Perhaps that resonates for at least some people. But there could be some times where you're voluntarily choosing to be by yourself. You're kind of saying no to the outside world. But of course, don't overdo it because, well, yeah, we need to also socialize and make sure that it's not because of some fearful or insecure reasoning. But apart from that, this serves as a very good tool for expanding your perceptions, moving beyond your fears, and really expanding your life from the inside out. I'm also hearing that you're radiating confidence and expertise in something that you are doing and something you're passionate about. So it can be that you're working by yourself to enhance your knowledge on something. You might be learning from other people, but you're doing it by yourself. So it's not like a group or a class project, for example, and you're working by yourself behind the scenes even to perfect your craft in some way. Okay, then we have, by the way, that connects with the Virgo energy. Then we have the Emperor, which is a very fiery sign. It's also about self-confidence. It's about becoming the leader of your own life. This can connect with some authority figures in your life. You might be examining certain behaviors that you get from them, like your father figure, for example. What traits do you have from that person? And you're again examining, is that the way you want to show leadership, or is there some other way you're expressing or wanting to express? What type of boss would you be? This is stepping into a boss role, okay? This is Aries also. So this can mean that you are the first at doing something in your niche. I feel like you're finding your niche, finding your people, and you're doing something that you're very confident about, or you feel like you would be blossoming and in the future. Like it is I'm hearing fertile soil for future growth, future authority, future success. Yes, that's what I was getting. Yeah, but I really heard the fertile soil. I don't know why. I've never looked at the soil here. I mean, the red stands out, right? But it can't. These flowers cannot bloom if the soil itself is flawed. Like from the get-go, we're starting off wrong, right? So I really love that that's standing out here, which means that from the ground up, you are ensuring your success and your authority in a certain space. You also have a very good sense of self. You know what your priorities are. You're very decisive. You're clear about what you're trying to manifest. And you're doing that you're manifesting, okay? You are. I think we got manifestation energies in the previous eclipse reading that I did for you guys. I can't quite remember, but either way, you are definitely manifesting a new world for yourself, how you see others, how others see you, and so on, how you are in a dynamic with others, and so on and so forth. Okay, everything about you, others, how others see you, and how you see yourself, etc. But you are manifesting, and now here you're very decisive about what you want to manifest, and it's happening as a result of radiating your energy. It's also, of course, making some proactive measures, but these are some things that you know you have to make changes about, or you want to lay down certain foundations and structures, and you know that you have to, let's say, get organized about something, or make a new timetable where you feel more at comfort and ease, where you are giving yourself a lot more breathing space to grow and expand yourself in a certain arena here. Growing in confidence, I already mentioned that. Yeah, so if you want to showcase something, you might be working behind the scenes, but it's like you're growing in strength behind the scenes. That's what I'm feeling. All right, then we have the Fool, which is a brand new beginning. 3 on 3 major arcana so far. Not surprised. I did say it would be a big deal, but very interesting to see it manifest already. The Fool here talks about a brand new journey. Okay, taking a leap of faith and having a very optimistic outlook on life. It can be in a naive way if this was standing alone in this reading, but because I see the Hermit here, this optimism is from a very, very deep place. It is well-founded and well-reasoned. I see the mountains here. I feel like you're surpassing challenges. You have surpassed challenges, and they are kind of your tool bag of experience. And that's why you're not afraid anymore to jump into the unknown. It's sort of like, if I can go through so-and-so situations, then I definitely can circumvent anything else that comes my way in this new phase. Taking a leap of faith into a new world or a new community. Perhaps you're totally new where you want to establish yourself and become the first, for example. So there might not be a reference point of how you can do something. It can be a completely new idea, and I really cannot tell you what exactly that is. I'm not getting that vibe at all. Sometimes I get some indicators, but you know what, the reading is not over yet, so let's see what we get down the line. But either way, it is something that is inspiring for you. I really love the white flowers here. It's reminding me of chamomile. Okay, not sure what exactly the flower is, but either way, it signifies purity. It signifies also relaxation, that hope and faith. Just keep calm, you know, do your thing, just do your thing. And that's such a contrasting thing to have, because in the Fool there is that anticipation, you know, you're so excited to move into this new chapter. You're like, let's begin already, let's go already, but at the same time, oh, but it's scary. I don't know, I've not done that before, so I don't know how it might work out, but you know what, I'm just gonna do it anyway because it's just so exciting. It's so much high energy that it's interesting that I'm thinking of chamomile. That basically is saying that you're comfortable with what you are about to embark upon. You have thought about it a lot, you have ruminated on it a lot, or you will be in the coming 6 months that this eclipse is playing out. And you're basically formulating a very good plan on how to make it a success and not just shoot in the dark anywhere and everywhere. And you are Scorpio, that's the zodiac for strategy and a kind of resourcefulness, clever thinking as well. And when we have the Virgo card here, it talks about critical thinking and critical decision making with the Emperor here as well. So you're not shooting in the dark. You've done something about this in the past, so it's not a totally brand new way, like you're changing your, I don't know, what would be a drastic example? Some drastic example, okay? It's not like you're shifting everything and everything about it, like you have zero background. It feels like you have done certain things, but you've never thought of using it in this new way. So where you're moving forward from here is totally new from what you have experienced or endured, I want to say, what you have endured in the past. Okay. So it is basically full of potential. It's ripe with potential. Yeah, again, that found the ground, right? The ground is very fertile. Again, there's so much potential. If the ground is not fertile, there's no point. I don't know why I'm getting the ground again and again. Okay, so we have the Tower, okay? Tower is about surprises and shocks and unexpected changes. It can be a drop of inspiration. And this is that clarity that comes and strikes you at the very deepest of your foundations and shakes your core. Not in a bad way, okay? This is, I'm hearing breakthrough, okay? It can come during the times that you are meditating or while you're practicing something. Let's say you're doing some artsy stuff, okay? And you are practicing something, you might be feeling a lot of challenge at doing that, but you know, you keep on practicing and then you realize, oh my God, I can do it so much easier. Or I could try that. That would make my life so much better. Something of that sort, like, oh my God, that feeling, I did not realize this. And now that I know, I cannot unknow. And this is amazing. Let's switch things up. I feel you're more voluntarily going with it. Unless you're resisting change, then it might not feel as great because the Tower shakes your foundations. But it shakes it for a reason. And there is purpose in each and every card, okay? In each and every difficulty, each and every obstacle, everything. So the Tower here is shaking the foundation because it was not built on steady ground to begin with, right? We just didn't know of it until the tipping point. When you keep building the house of cards, as you go higher, the chances of it destabilizing is more because, I mean, clearly it is not built on steady foundation, right? We'll only find out if it's going to stand or not once we reach to the top. And in the process, if it happens, we know that we didn't start off steady either. So it's sort of that energy here. Something that was unsteady, not meant for a permanent solution. Those impermanences are dissolving, okay? I feel like this is clearing up the space so you can make something more permanent. This can be, like, a very simple example would be you're living in a rented house, right? That's not supposed to be a permanent solution, right? Let's say you're kind of mishmashing your technology and making something work and just making it work for now because you can't afford something else, which would be your ideal choice, right? So you know that that's a temporary solution and you know it won't stand the test of time. So this here is kind of shaking that loose and it's saying, okay, it's time for change. Now we got to upgrade. We have to buy something or get something, create something a lot more stable down the line here. So this can come as a form of epiphany, but it can also be a change triggered from your opposite side. So someone else with whom you share a one-on-one connection with, more specifically a partner. For those who are in a relationship and who do not resonate with this person at all and you've been drifting apart for quite some time, these things can symbolize that you're letting go of that and you're fathoming all of this. You're being very comfortable by being by yourself, and in the process you're taking on the leadership role, you're expanding into new direction, okay? It can go either way. It does not have to be necessarily romantic, but it pertains to all the people that you relate to one-on-one. And because we're talking about other people, these changes and new beginnings can be taking place in other people's lives, which are going to impact your own. Cool. Then we have Five of Pentacles. This can feel a little bit lonely, but yeah, I mean, we do have that lonesome energy going on. So it can be, let's say a friend of yours is moving away very far, then you might not be very happy about it because you're gonna miss them. So this can relate to missing somebody's presence, you know, that can be there. But also Five of Pentacles is looking at where you keep yourself stuck, where you believe like you are not enough or you don't have enough, all of those things. And I feel like that is being shaken up loose here. This is related with the Taurus energy in your 7th house. So there could be a partner or someone else in your close vicinity that you have a one-on-one relationship with is doing very, very good. And that might trigger some questions of self-worth. And you might talk about it with them, but you can also, mostly feeling that you're thinking about it by yourself and you're resolving those things. I feel all of these new beginnings and self-ownership is kind of saying that you're shifting these things into that, right? So you don't feel like you're not worth money or materials or a place to stay or whatever the case is. Five of Pentacles is quite fundamental. And once again, because we see the Tower here, it's shaking up these doubts here which don't work for you. They're not true, they're unfounded, and you totally deserve a lot. Okay, by existence, everybody deserves their fair chance and their resource as well. Everybody has a shot at success. It's kind of their circumstances and how their personal outlook and perspective is that is going to determine how far in that journey they're going to go, and everyone wants to experience a different thing. So of course these fundamental issues, what would seem fundamental to me, might not be for you. So take that however it resonates here. There can also be like a seeking of who is my kin, you know, where do I belong? Where you are, you might have outgrown your space, and that's why you're feeling alone, and you feel this need for excitement, adventure, going somewhere, meeting new people who resonate with your current hobbies or your future plans, something like that, you know. So you might be going through this journey by yourself for now, but you are seeking someone or some place, something that is going to make you feel that sense of belonging and stability as well. Because you're seeking, there is also that backdrop thought of these are not my people. The ones who are there around you might feel that for a bit, or that they're there, but they're not fully resonating with you. And of course not, you know, everyone cannot be like the same person as us. Obviously everyone's different, but that's not what I mean. Like, what you plan for yourself, who you are as a person, it's hard to explain because it's different for everyone. You're trying to find deeper resonance and belonging. Okay, I think I'm just gonna leave it there. It's the most concise way to put it. Okay, then we have the Ace of Pentacles. That's the seed for new foundations. This is the seed that is going to grow and bring you the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Wow. So this is a new opportunity. It can also be a new income source, new foundation, new career opportunity as well. And it's new, okay? Just what you make of it. Like I said with the Fool, it's full of potential. It's not yet realized, and it is going to be up to you as the traveler to realize it. Same goes with the Ace of Pentacles. You have the seed, but if you don't plant it, you don't nurture it, then it can't grow into something else, right? So take the new opportunities as a stroke of luck. Be very grateful for it, and please don't believe that you can't do it, okay? You're definitely worthy. That's why you have these new opportunities coming up. You have this new clean slate, I feel. The life from now on is a whole new chapter, okay? With this eclipse cycle, we're closing out that entire chapter, which began, I think, in 2003 or something, when the nodal axis was again in Scorpio or Taurus, something of that. So I don't quite remember the exact year, maybe search about it. But it is closing out a very, very old cycle. And in the previous cycle, you learned a lot about who you are, where you see yourself in the world, and again, meeting new people, going through a lot of changes in your life. A lot of it was not voluntarily done. For example, if you were a child at that time, then, you know, it was mostly dependent on the parents you had or the society you lived in and so on. But this year looks like all the lessons that you learned from all the way back till now is going to be absorbed in you into lessons and wisdom that you're going to transmute into something that is fertile for yourself. Oh, there you go. That's why I kept saying the ground. Okay. It is going to be that fertile soil where nothing negative can stand. Okay. You're bringing in prosperity for yourself. This Empress, like, you are in charge. You're in the driver's seat. You decide, you know what? If you want to go over there, we're going to go there. What do you need in order to go there? Let's work on that. Let's find those things. And don't believe you can't, because you totally can, and you can see the signs already. Wow. It can be conversations with some friends as well, or partner who helps you boost your own self-esteem. So really motivating people. So don't feel lonely just because everything does not match. Of course, that is going to be a little bit specific to some people, but yes. Okay, then we have mood painting. Some of you can be working on a vision board or manifesting through like drawing or painting or something of that sort. You can be writing just the I'm getting idealistic image of what you want for the future. You're not being afraid to dream a little and to let loose your expectations. Instead of criticizing it and saying, hey, that's not possible. That's stupid to think about that because who knows, who knows? That way you're doubting your own dreams. But with the mood painting here and the Fool, I feel like you're stopping yourself from criticizing your dreams. Dreams can be anything, right? And dreams are so interesting because you don't hold on to it, right? You're not expecting it to be something. It's just a daydream, you're just daydreaming, whatever. But because you're a Scorpio, you even daydream intensely, okay? If you want to think about something and you want to manifest something, oh my goodness, the focus, okay? And the perseverance, it's insane. So the mood painting here, even your idealistic dreams, you're focusing on so much because you really want it, that it will manifest at some point in some form or the other. The important thing is to not hold on. I don't think you are. Okay, I don't think you are, but there can be some moments of doubt where you're like, but I had wanted it and I don't know, it did not work out. So there might be some times of doubt, but you're quickly working on that. You're reflecting on it and trying to validate and see if that is indeed true. And if it is, you're working on it, moving up yourself out of that fear and doing something amazing with it. With your dreams, I mean. Okay, then we have pareidolia, which is seeing signs and synchronicities everywhere. You can see random symbolism here and there that you never expected to see, or it was always there and you had not noticed until this point. And I feel like it just all makes sense. That's what I'm feeling, What is all? I don't know. That is going to be different for everyone, but it makes sense. This makes sense. That's what I'm getting with this card. Okay, then we have fall in love with your own story. Oh, okay, so that was chapter 1, right? 2003 till now. I'm just gonna say 2003, okay? So that was a chapter, and because it's wrapping up, whenever we're closing out a chapter, we have to kind of sit and think about it, because that was a wild ride. There was a lot that happened and so on. So we owe it to our own life to examine it a little bit, to look at it a little bit, what's the harm? There's no harm, literally, to ruminate and understand what has happened. And what you find by doing that is that you loved every moment of it for the purposes that it had, even the good, the bad, and everything that was inconvenient in between, the times of transition and forceful changes and so on. Like I said, it is making sense. I feel like this sense is the tower. It just drops, none of that illusion anymore. Okay, we know what the truth is, we know the reality, we know, what our real worth is, what we really want, and so on. There's no place for doubt and all of that, maybe not, no. In the coming 6 months, all that is kind of evaporating, I would say. And it's not automatically, you're also working on it. Of course, Emperor is in the driver's seat, but definitely the universe is there to support you, guide you along the way. As long as you work along with it, it's absolutely divine. Okay, then we have you, the Muse. Yes, as if that was not clear already, you're definitely a very pivotal part of this entire eclipse season, this whole story that is happening. You're putting yourself in the front space and looking at how you have experienced the world so far. First house is everything that you live, okay? That's your reality. That's how you're seeing everything else, how you perceive your money, how you perceive others, how you present yourself to others, what do you want to come across as, and so on. So you are putting yourself there and you're like, okay, so what is this new version of Scorpio that I'm exuding, that I want to be? What is meant for that future? When I imagine a future me, what do I look like? What am I doing? Who am I with? Where am I? Things like that. It can be a total revolution, and it's card number 3 associated with Empress. I'm thinking a lot of abundance and prosperity. You're not looking, again, topics about that can come up. Where do you feel not abundant? Where do you feel insecure about yourself, be it physically or materially, or even spiritually, emotionally, and so on? Where is it that you feel a sense of lack, and how can we work on that? The Empress is also the ground that supports growth. She is the one that enables growth to happen. She is the seed. She is all of that, right? So the Empress is very loud and clear as well. When I was talking about the Emperor, I really did think about the Empress when I said the ground, but I was not sure if that would be just a side story, so I did not mention. But yeah. Then we have collaboration of souls. This is literally the 7th house. You're connecting with people one-on-one. You might be meeting like-minded people. This can also relate to your partners, business and romantic, and also friendships. What else am I getting? Yeah, working together with someone is possible. That perhaps there is someone new blossoming in your life. You are working alone though at this time, but I feel like you want to work with someone else, or all of these changes are again taking place in your friend circle or with your partner, and you're really feeling the shifts and changes yourself. And we have lead your metamorphosis. There, you know what? There you go. Okay. This is literally what I was saying, right? The Emperor is in the driver's seat. It's not just happening automatically. You know, problems don't just vanish. And you're not someone who's just going to put problems in the back burner and be like, yeah, well, you know, something happened. Whatever, let's just deny its existence. You're not like that. So you're leading your changes. You know where you want to change. You know what needs to go in order for that future vision to happen. Your reading is going on very long. My goodness, not surprising though. I was expecting this, so I was very prepared. Okay, then we have the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. Of course, this is about this exactly, you know, jumping into something with your eyes closed because you're trusting the intuition. You don't need to see each and every detail. You don't have to know each and every point of this journey. You're trusting where you are headed because what you're moving towards just feels right, so deep in your bones that it's unshakable. Okay, so that is that intention. What do you want to achieve? And you know it feels right. So you're having a lot of faith. Hence, you don't feel the need to attach to the outcome too much. You're doing something because it feels right. And because of that, you're limitless. Okay? And finally, we have, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Well, yes, that's the Fool card right there. Okay, the Fool is enjoying the journey and takes the leap of faith. And in the Light Seer's Tarot deck, the person is jumping, and right underneath it is a circle of life, which indicates that the universe is kind of holding a net, a divine net, to protect you from any harm that can come your way, because it recognizes your purity in this new direction. There is no facade, there is no multi-layered complexity to the Fool. It's very fresh, it's innocent, and it's open to receiving, to giving, experiencing, changing everything. Okay, and because of that, the universe is like, okay, I will ensure that you experience wonderful things and that you make wonderful things happen with yourself, that at least the things that are in your grasp, and the things that are not in your grasp, it is going to help shake things up so they align with your desires. Okay, your astro dice. Scorpio, November eclipse, please. We have the 9th house, Aquarius, and Jupiter. Foreign lands, learning foreign languages, connecting with people from abroad, connecting with them through the internet, finding your community, shaking up things that are limiting you, because Saturn is there in Aquarius, and that is bringing you an abundance and decadence, I'm getting, in your network of friends. 9th house is also about belief systems and philosophies. The truth that you've been experiencing so far, that might be completely changed beyond this point, okay? The mode on which you were operating, that's just like, poof, gone. Okay, now we operate on a new foundation, which is all about confidence and optimism. It's not from a place of lack, it comes from a place of experience and wisdom. It comes with new opportunities and blessings as well. Jupiter is a natural protector among all of the planets as well. Yeah, so you're definitely, it's like the universe is protecting you as you make the changes that are necessary. Okay, So that's what I have for you, Scorpios. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope the reading resonated and that you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, like and subscribe. It really helps grow the channel. And if you want a personal reading, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box in the comment below. I will see you some other time. Until then, you can check out the zodiac specific November reading and also the Scorpio eclipse that was obviously in your sign. But with that, I'm going to say bye-bye to you and take care.